So let's put it all together now. We have the crop report, we have the weather outlook. So let's assume here, let's make some assumptions of where we go from here. You've seen USDA's numbers. What are my numbers? In the first column there, I'm looking at 170 bushel yield. Yes, I think USDA's trend is too high from a trend studying standpoint. I think it's overly biased by last year. 170 bushels per acre on USDA's 89.996 million acres. That gives us ending stocks of 2.1 billion bushels, very close to where USDA came out. My numbers come about a little bit different. USDA actually has a reduction in feed usage for next year, even though we're anticipating continued expansion of the poultry and the pork, and I think some modest expansion of the beef industry as well. I think that says how vulnerable we are to seeing this year's feed usage number drop yet before the end of the marketing year. Now, what if we have a repeat of last year's yield? We have that cool, wet summer and a repeat of last year's yield, and we're able to make good progress this week after the current system moves through, and we get 91.6 million acres. I have a little less confidence in that now than what I did a week ago, but 91.6 is still a possibility, but it may be a stretch. Anyway, that gives us stocks of 2.476 billion bushels. Probably that's a little less likely, as I said. Probably should pull that acreage back a little bit, be closer to 2.35 to 2.4 billion bushels. Not that much different than where we're at right now for the current marketing year. And so therefore price not that much different, although if we repeat that 2 years in a row, we're going to start eroding price in all likelihood. On the other hand, what if we don't get it all planted? And that's a little bit more of a possibility now with the wetness. Today's outlook was quite a bit wetter once again. And we only have a yield of 165 because we had some areas that are just too wet. And it's not hard to get a 165 yield. That's just down 5 bushels from my trend yield. That drops stocks to 1.5 billion bushels. Suddenly we're looking at a marketing year average cash price of $4.50. So while I am not bullish corn, today's report does confirm that we are a little bit more vulnerable to running tight on stocks. And so I think that once the outside markets start to become a little bit more favorable in their sentiment toward the commodity sector, that we will see the market start to build a little bit of that in. Excuse me. And so I am a little bit more optimistic longer term if that plays out. The risk is that if we get that cool, wet summer and we get back-to-back big crops,